All right, in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how I'm trading options profitably, and I'm able to do it on less than 10 minutes per day. This is going to be a great video. It's not going to be that long. I'm going to cover a lot in a short amount of time. This is really a part of my overall playlist on options trading where I've been getting results in my live account. And so in this video, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to prove to you that I'm able to trade profitably on less than 10 minutes per day. I'm also going to show you my actual account right here in a moment and give you verifiable evidence that I'm literally beating the market trading options right now. And what you're going to find out, spoiler alert, I spend a lot less than 10 minutes per day actually trading options as far as putting in trades, looking at my trade terminal and everything else. Now what you're watching right now is the Lyra platform. This is where I trade options. This is a decentralized platform. I love this platform. I use it a lot. This is not sponsored content. Lyra's not sponsoring this video. However, I will put an affiliate link down in the description if you would like to check it out. Nothing in this video is considered financial advice. I'm a very biased cryptocurrency YouTuber. I love this technology, and if you like crypto, you like earning passive income, do me a favor and smash that like button. All right, let's get started. First and foremost, what we're doing is we are trading options. Options, people overcomplicate this so much. Let me just come in here and just show you briefly. Let's just take a look at options here. I want to make this as simple as possible what we're doing. First, let's talk about buying an option. So when you buy an option, here, let's go to buy a call. When you buy a call option, think of it a little bit like you're purchasing insurance. Think about it like that. So theoretically, if you purchase car insurance, the idea is if something bad happens, you're going to get a payment to cover the price of your car, hopefully. With options, the idea is what you're actually doing is you're buying the option and you're hoping that something happens and you get a payout. In the insurance case, you don't want to wreck your car, but if you do, you get a payout. In options, if you buy an option, you actually want something to happen so you can essentially make more money. And a lot of people are trying to options trading because buying options theoretically can sound extremely lucrative. It sounds like you spend a little bit of money, but you can make a lot more money. So for example, right now Ethereum is trading at just over $3,000, right? $3,097. If you buy a call option, and the way I remember that is I think call up, you want the market to go up. Put down, you want the market to go down. So when buying an option, you want the price to go up. So notice how cheap these option prices are. So literally, you can spend, hypothetically, you can spend $19 and you can say, hey, if the price goes above 3,500 bucks by the 19th, I'm going to make money. It's only going to cost me $19 or $18 right now, $19. It's going to cost me $19. But look, if the price gets close, you can see that the option gets more expensive the closer the price gets. Now, if you get above, if the price goes above $3,500, you're going to make a significant amount of money potentially if it moves that much. But that would be a really big move. It doesn't happen often. So, but people like the idea of, hey, I could spend $19 and who knows, I might make, $200 or $300 on that $19 investment. This is the appeal to people. And of course, down here, you can pay as little as $3. And now you may think, well, I don't know if that's likely to happen. Okay, but it's only costing you $3. So this is the appeal. This is what people likes. And by the way, the price doesn't have to get all the way to $4,000. If the price just moves, if it moves $200, $300, $400, your $3 investment could be worth, $8 or $9. The caveat is there's a time limit. It has to happen before the 19th. And if we get closer and closer to the 19th, the price of that option is going to drop. So you're automatically going to be losing money unless that price moves pretty quickly towards your option that you purchased. Now, I'm oversimplifying this because I don't think it has to be complicated. But let's take a look at, and by the way, notice if you go further out, you're like, oh, July 26th, I want to buy an option. Then you could spend, $9 if it's going to go above 4,100, if you think that could happen, or if it could drastically move in that direction, then you're going to be able to make money. Now, On Lyra, they use European options as opposed to American options. It basically means that the price is always settled in cash. That's basically what it means. That's all you need to know. You're purely trading the instrument based on the price of Ethereum. So with that being said, basically you don't have to take delivery. You're not forced to buy. Everything's always settled in the cash price. So you're only concerned about the pricing of the option. That makes it a little bit easier. Those of you that are familiar with American options. Okay, now same thing. Put down. So if you go to trading puts, then it's the same sort of thing. You can buy a $12 put on the 26th, but the price has to go down towards $2,500. And you could potentially make some money there as well. But notice, like, if you look at the 25th on 1 week earlier, the 25th is $5. So the price dropped significantly in a week. So the market needs to really move in your direction pretty quickly. So it's a very risky play, but people like buying options. Most people buy options. Very few people sell options. Most people buy options. And it's probably why lots of people lose money on options, especially if they're buying them in the short term. Now, in the traditional markets, you can buy what's called leap options, and those can be profitable, but that's a whole nother ballgame another time altogether. When I'm trading options, I am selling options. Now, here in a moment, I'm going to show you my specific strategy detailed out for those of you that are new to the channel. But I'm primarily the one selling options. What does this mean? Well, I like selling options because let's just look here at the 19th. Let's just say that I want to sell, we'll go back to the call. I want to sell a call. So I can come up here and I can say, hey, $3,500, I don't know that we're going to get to $3,500 by the 19th. You know, that's what, just about a week and a half away. $3,500, I can sell that, and that means I make $19 immediately. $19.40 right now, immediately. It goes into my account as collateral. And they will tie up, my account is what's considered like a synthetic. It's not naked if you're familiar with options trading. Essentially what happens is it will tie up about $400 roughly, $440 roughly in my account. And that $440 will just, it's still in my account. I just can't trade with it. And it's there in the event that something happens and the price moves that much, then I could theoretically lose $440. I don't lose $440 because I would make adjustments before then, and that's a whole nother video on its own. But I would make adjustments, so I'm not going to lose the $440 almost never, but theoretically I could. However, the moment that I sell that option, I'm making money. I have a above average chance. In my case, I have about a 90% chance of making money every single time that I sell those options. So it's not like I'm buying it, I'm selling it. And you can make much more consistent income selling options. A lot of people get scared because they're like, oh, but I got $440 at risk. That $440 is only at risk in the event that the price moves up that fast and you're not able to take action. You can take action, you can adjust the trade, you can close it early, you can roll it out to another time, bring in more premium, adjust your strike prices. There's a lot of things you can do. The only reason that $440 is at risk is in the event that something happens. And just an advanced tip, delta is the approximate percentage of you basically losing any of that $440. So, or losing the $440, I should say that. So when you see like 10 delta, basically that's a 90% chance that trade is going to work in your favor. So I would need to tie up so let's say $400, but I would make $12. I would make 3% on my money for tying it up, and I need to tie it up for about a week and a half, the 19th. And I got a 90% chance of making 3% on my money. So that's what's so incredible. You know statistically your odds of being right, and you know your return when you make the trade, and you don't have to hope it works in your favor, and you know that 90% of the time you're going to be right, and in the few percent that you're not, you can adjust the trade. You can do something called roll in an option. I have another video on that. Okay, so how long does it take me to find trades and whatnot? Well, it doesn't take very long, and I'll share with you kind of my simple strategy, and then we'll look at my actual portfolio here in a minute, and I'll prove, how long it's taking me. So what I normally do is I just come to options, and if I have, you know, some buying power available in my account, meaning it's not tied up as collateral, then what I will do is I'll just come here, and I like to go out 1 to 2 weeks initially. So let's just come here. Let's just say I'm going to sell a put. The premium tends to be a little bit better on puts, by the way, and I'm biased to the market eventually going up anyway. So I could come over here, and basically this would be like 2.5 weeks out. 2.5 weeks out, or 2 weeks and a couple of days. I could come over here. I got a 93% chance of this being working out, or of that strike price not getting hit, however you want to say it. And I'm going to make 12 bucks. So I'm going to tie up $400, make back, you know, 2 to 3%, depending on if I have the top 400 or 440. It varies. So I'm going to make 2 or 3% on my money. That's it. I mean, and I've been doing this live on my channel. I have an entire playlist on my channel. I'll show you this real quick, and then I'll show you my portfolio. And I'll show you that I'm beating the market. So I have an entire playlist on my channel right here where I'm tracking every single day. So this is when I first got started. The goal is to make $1,000 a month. I'm pretty confident that I'll be hitting that goal here in the next month or 2 or 3. So as you can see, this is me talking and explaining. But if you go look at the actual trades, they're a fraction of this. In fact, I would tell you most of the time my trades are under 5 minutes, so that you've been following the journey. In fact, let me know down in the comments, those of you that have been watching, how long is it taking me to actually just to make the trade without explanation? How long does it take me just to actually make a trade? And here's the crazy part. I don't even make trades every single day. I just check my account on a lot of days. That's the great thing. I mean, options trading is so straightforward, and it's just not very stressful at all. So it doesn't take very long. This video you're watching right now is going to go on this playlist, but this is the actual playlist where I'm trading a live account every single day. You all saw me start with $20,822 in my account, and you've been watching me make live trades. You've been watching how the option pricing works. You've been watching how how options expire and I end up with funds in my account, the whole 9 yards. So let's take a look at my actual live account. By the way, if you appreciate the transparency, do me a favor and smash that like button. And if you have any questions, put them down in the comments and I'll try to clarify them for you as well. All right, so this is my actual account. So right here, you can see that our collateral is $20,794. Now the portfolio value is just if I was going to close out all my contracts that I sold, but I'm not going to close them out. I'm going to wait for them to expire. So the portfolio value is just far less important. It says I made $123 today. That just means my portfolio value went up $123 so far today. All I pay attention to is my collateral. Now, Ethereum has been down 15%. So if I use a calculator, and let's just take $20,822, and we do what times 15%? That's $3,000. So if I had started just holding $20,822 in Ethereum, at one point my account would have been down to $3,000. Let's go look at Ethereum really quick. Here we go. Ethereum is down in the past 7 days 6%. So let's just take a look at that, right? 20,822 times 6%. That's $1,200. $1,200 down that I would be. But let's go look at my actual collateral value, and then we'll look at the rest of my portfolio, my positions. Let's go look at my actual collateral value. What am I down? Was it $28? I was at 22 plus 6, $28. I was at 822. So $28. Let's just say 30 bucks. Let's round up. So 30 times 20,822. I'm sorry. 30 divided by 20,822. 1, 2. So how much is my account collateral down? 0.144%. I am currently beating the Ethereum market. And those of you that have been watching, you're like, yeah, but you're not profitable yet. I'm more profitable than I would have been had I invested straight in Ethereum, and I will be profitable, no question. Most likely by the end of the month, I'll be in profit on my collateral from where I started. I mean, I don't have to sell many more options, and I will be selling some options probably later this weekend or the first part of next week. And at that point, I will most likely be profitable then. We'll have to wait and see how it goes. These are my actual positions. As you can see, these positions are getting ready to expire once we get to the 12th. This money will be released to my buying power, and I'll be able to sell some more options at that point. And by the way, things haven't went amazing. I actually had to adjust positions. Those of you who've been following my entire playlist, you have seen me adjust positions, handle major market moves, the whole 9 yards. Options trading is one of my preferred methods because it is just so straightforward and it takes no time. So let's just pretend that I was logging in this morning. I'm traveling right now. I'm in a hotel. I'm going to be speaking at a conference this weekend. So I'm in a hotel and it's like, okay, I got to prepare some notes. I need to review some content I'm going to be covering, but let me double check my options account. Okay, here we are. I open up Lyra, link in the description if you want to check it out. I'm like, okay. I'm going to save this buying power. It's always good to have a little bit of buying power available in case you need to adjust some trades. This is the only one in the red. August 30th, 3,800 strike. We'll double check that, make sure we don't need to adjust it. August 30th, it's a call. 3,800, where we're at? We're at 25 delta. We make adjustments to our trades when we hit 30 delta. We're not there, we're fine. This position is absolutely fine. So we don't need to do anything. All right, no trades to be made today. We're good. Just log out. We're finished. Less than 30 seconds. If we were going to make trades, it's a minute or two. I do not watch the screen every day. I have an app on my phone. I think it's CoinStats. That app just lets me know, what the overall Bitcoin, Ethereum prices are and whatnot. I check it 2 or 3, 4 times throughout the day. Make sure the market doesn't move more than, say, 3%. If it does, I try to get a chance to check my portfolio, but that's usually just checking in, make sure everything's okay. At this point, I just want to make sure the market doesn't move up about 3% from where it's at right now. So if I notice that, hey, the market's at, up about 3 or 4%, then I'm going to come over here and just check this one position out because it's otherwise doing just fine. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't even take 10 minutes a day to beat the crypto market trading options. You're seeing it live in my channel. I'll put the full playlist on the end screen. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments. If you appreciate the transparency, if you appreciate me being up front showing you this, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, click the bell notification icon, and click all. Thank you so much for watching. This is Crypto Wealth. I'm out.